Hello, hello, hello! Your local alien is back with another 7 Deadly Sins reaction. If you have not watched my most recent videos, then I'll just explain how I'm doing the reaction here. Since I've been having copyright issues with the stuff I've been reacting to, mainly this show, I'm going to do my reactions where I just do the full reaction itself, and if you want to follow along with the actual episode, then you can pull it up on a different device, in a different tab, whatever, but I won't have it embedded in this video. So you'll get my full reaction all the way through, but you won't have the episode in this video. And then I'll also be more chill, kind of informal, which is why I'm laying in bed right now, so that I can make this reaction more natural and just let it feel more like if you were in the room with me and we were watching this together. Alright. And also, as always, apologies for the fan. It is currently in the 90s. The time that I'm recording this right now, it is currently during the huge heat wave that is making its way across America right now. So yeah, fan kind of necessary. But with all of that being said, let's get into the next episode. And I am trying to write notes. I keep forgetting to write down some names, but I should have all of the most important information written down. So, this time, we are watching 7 Deadly Sins, Season 1, Episode 15, Unholy Night. Alright? And last well, the last few episodes have been really plot focused. There's been a lot of information. I'm glad I watched the last few episodes just yesterday so that I actually remember most of this. Otherwise, I probably would have forgotten, and I'm very sorry right now. I'm looking for my notes. I thought they were somewhere else. So sorry about that. But over the last 3 episodes, we learned a lot about the Holy Knights, the new generation, the Sins themselves, Meliodas. We saw him transform into his demon form that he couldn't really control. We saw that Bon is more serious now about taking control of the kingdom and whatnot. And we met in the last episode Gother, the goat sin, Lust. We saw that he was hanging out with something in armor, and that armor was falling apart, and it's really gross, and he was trying to fix it. And Gother just annoys me as a character. I hope this doesn't continue on, but he's such a stereotype. He's the, oh, I don't understand anything that's not written in book. It's kind of a character, and it's just so stereotypical, so predictable. It's really annoying me. I hope that doesn't persist. So we ended last episode on that cliffhanger, the reveal that Mr. Stereotype is the goat sin of wrath. The goat sin of lust. And they're currently being attacked by a group of like super skilled assassins who basically just want their heads, and that's where we left off. So I'm watching this on Netflix, so I'll tell you when the recap starts playing, and then when the music starts playing, and then when the song stops. Alright, so starting now, Netflix, the recap is starting. Wars of Dawn. Yeah, that really wasn't a big reveal. That wasn't like a twist. I don't know if anybody was fooled by that, really. Oh, the recap stopped, apparently. Alright, the intro part is playing now. I'll use this time to look for my notes. Alright, we got a new song in these last few episodes. It's pretty alright. Alright, song just started. So hopefully everybody is synced up now. And yes, this song is still very catchy. It's more memorable than the other one. Like, I can't really remember what the other one sounded like, but if I heard it, I know I heard it somewhere else. And I remember some of the lyrics, but this one really gets in your head. And then the other thing I wrote in my notes were that one of the members of the Wars of Dawn is called Slater. I don't know if that's important. Um, and Gother said that the seal had been broken, so we don't know what that is about yet. It really does get stuck in your head. Alright, Meliodas got his sword stolen a few episodes ago. And the episode's just starting. Does he have memory issues? Like, you want to talk? You're the same size. Yeah. Oh, I guess Deanne is still sleeping then. Nobody wanted you to strip, dude. How did it stop bleeding already? Okay. Yeah, kinda. Not much of a disguise either. It's just nasty. Oh, that must have been what he meant by the seal. Why does King keep shifting back and forth? Can you just pick with one? So that's moth. I mean moss. It's a big boat. You know why it's called invasion instead of just illusion or something like that? I thought it sounded like the old man. This old man knows everybody. Please shut up, dude. You really annoys me. Can you have an independent thought? Beat you to death. Jeez. I wouldn't trust Meliodas either. You really can't believe? And who are you? It's really how long has he been like this? He's been gone for years. How? Fail. Is that the name of your move? Ew. Chucked a loogie. Barnes' pants look rather far down. This is a slow-moving sword. And how do you know that? Ew. The moment I thought he was going to suggest eating that. Not much of a disguise. This music is playing like they expect me to cry or something. Alright. And music is playing. There might be an after credit scene. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let the music play while I start talking. Basically, this episode was just a follow up of the last, where we got to learn more about Gother, who can't have an independent thought that's not related to something he read in a book to save his life. I mean, he wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't so over the top. Like, he really can't think of anything that wasn't written in a book. Oh, a friend? I read that a friend is this, and does that mean we're that? So, Gother's ability is invasion. It gives him the power to create illusions, and apparently he's not able or doesn't want to kill humans. And the human that was turned into a demon was a holy knight named Dale, and he's the father of Gila and her little brother, and he was turned into a holy knight 10 years ago. So it's oh, after credits. It's probably why she wasn't sent to take care of it, because they didn't want her finding out that they used her father as an experiment. So yeah, I don't know how long ago he was turned into that, but it could have been up to 10 years ago. It's been at least a few years. Um, I have no idea how old that little boy is then. He can't, I mean, I don't know. Anime is weird. You can have a 13-year-old kid looking like they're 6. I have no idea how old he's supposed to be. He was already a couple years old in that flashback. So, and apparently the armor that Gother gave Dale to wear, that armor is designed to keep magic under control. So, now that Gother isn't wearing that, perhaps his magic will be just uncontrollable and all over the place, and maybe there'll be trouble with that, or maybe he just doesn't even need the armor really. Who knows? Yeah. Basically, this episode was just mostly about Gother. We found out what they're doing to the Holy Knights. We found out some stuff about Meliodas. I mean, eh. The thing I don't like about that part is that Elizabeth, it's that obvious plot point of, oh, Meliodas lost his hope, and oh, Elizabeth is here to give it back to him. Elizabeth is here to inspire him the way his former loved ones did. No. Like, she's acting like she really understands what's going on when she just heard uh, this story about what happened 5 minutes ago. Like, she just learned about this, and she's acting like she really feels it deep, and she knows exactly what's going on, and she understands Meliodas so well, and she understands Liz. Um, uh, during right now in the show, Elizabeth is kind of just there. The writers keep trying to force her to be important, but she really doesn't need to be. She just kind of shows up and it's like, Meliodas, Sir Meliodas. And then he fights hard for her because, oh, I'm gonna protect Elizabeth. I don't want to make her cry. Just really basic. pretty predictable, really. So that's my major issue with the whole Liz situation. I like, honestly, in that little flashback we got of Liz, I like her more than Elizabeth. She seems, yeah, like they said in the show itself, she has a charm to her. She seems like she's able to pull her own weight, but also, she seems like a kind of person that if you get to know her, she could be really cool to hang out with, and she'd be like really loyal to her friends and stuff like that. So she seems like a pretty good. She seems like she was a pretty good person, pretty good character, and then we have Elizabeth. So yeah, that was season 1, episode 15. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.